I'm kind of in a bit of a rush, so just Howie and I got to go out and do a bit of shopping. Short.
What? Things you should never mix with water. Mascara.
What? I can't tell her what we're going to be doing, or she'll just be an annoying little girl until I say so. You got to wait, baby. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I'm kind of running shut. Things are shutting down early today, and Howie and I, no great. Things are shutting down early, and Howie and I have to go get some groceries. So he's out in the shop. And that's it. Bugger off. No, I said. Okay, give me a second here, guys. I got to get ready while we're visiting. Let me say, oh, my hair is a tangled mess. Let me say hi. Carol McKinney, Commando, Elizabeth Kegley, Faisy, Catherine, Kim, Lynn, Margaret, Mary Jane Weeds, Mookie Girl, Semwa, Rhonda, Sandy Candy, Sandy Wilkerson, Sherry Leach, and things are starting to jump. So let me just pop out my chat, bring it on over, and put it on live chat. How's everybody doing? Happy New Year, sort of. Now, there is not going to be a Freaky Friday today. As much as I wanted to do a Freaky Friday, I could not because we have to go out shopping. And guess what? This is Howie's New Year's Eve too. And we're usually in bed by 10. Now, if I had, just give me a second. Gracie, get down. What are you doing? Mommy's putting up her hair. You're not helping. Hey, Stephen, I haven't even rolled yet. So just, guys, give me a... Gracie, for God's sakes, get off me. Okay, let's do this. Oh, my goodness, Gracie. Get down, please. No, get down, please. All right, here we go. Now, I need to roll. How's everybody? Yeah, I know. It looks like a mess. It really is. It's a mess. She loves her mommy. I know she does. I know. Ow, my finger. So, did I just drop a pin out of my hair? I thought I heard a pin hit the floor. So, hey, Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. Howie's going to come in shortly. And we're going to, I have to put some long pants on and we're going to go out and do some groceries. Oh my gosh. Now, I've just put together my giveaway. So that's going to be tomorrow's video. I'm giving away now this is going to be the prize. I'm giving away a Connected Hearts 30-ounce mug filled with 20 to 30 packets of seeds and our half-acre homestead. Now, everybody calls it a cookbook. It's not. It's a little bit of everything. It's got a little bit of dehydrating, a little bit of canning, a little bit of baking, a little bit of cooking mixes, the basics, okay? Good morning. So I've put together 3 of those prize packages because guess what? I'm not waiting until my 100,000 subscriber thing. Why? Because it might take another 6 months. And then what good are the seeds going to be? People want seeds in January. Do you know why we want seeds in January? Because we can touch them and it's the hope of looking forward to spring, right? So, hey, don't thank me for the seeds. I've received seeds from everybody, from Nevi Taylor Dykeman, from from Agnitska, from Rebecca and her mom. You guys are getting, I've gone through them all. And when I thought I was being greedy, there was still more to go through, right? So I put away aside the things that I can grow here and all the rest of the seeds. And yes, you got some of what I got too, because there was multiples of everything. Hey, Shelly Sykes, how are you, darling? Trina Bomer, how's my favorite hodgepodge of knowledge today? That's about right, eh? I'm doing much, much better. I was quite ill. I've been quite ill since Christmas Eve. And now it's been like a week and I'm fine. I don't know what was going on yesterday. I was supposed to go out and I just could not move. And so it was, I don't know what was going on yesterday. I was woofing my cookies and all kinds of nasties. All right. So yeah, that's what's going on. So tomorrow's video is how you can enter that giveaway. Now, folks, don't enter the giveaway just to enter it, right? Don't enter it just to enter it, because I have a problem with people not coming to me after they've won with their address and stuff. I'm mailing out 3 of the 4 Ghost the Bootlegger's horse today. Do you need more seeds, Bev? Steven, my darling. Seriously, dude? I feel bad giving away all these seeds because I've been gifted them, but I gotta share. I mean, there's everything from flowers to turnips, folks, but it's mostly vegetables. There's flowers, herbs, and vegetables. It's mostly vegetables. Quietly quilting. Okay, hang on a second. Let me view that. Yeah, thank you, Quietly Quilting, except we don't talk about that right now. I don't want to hear about it. Not because I'm happy for you, but I don't want to talk about it, okay? All right, let me get my doobie brother going. All right. So, yeah. And there might be a 4th prize. Just because. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so that's what's going on. We have to go out and do some shopping. Howie's pay obviously came in early because, well, it's payday tomorrow, but tomorrow was a holiday, so it came in today. And oh my God, that poor man drove all the way to Terrebonne, Quebec for axles for the race car. He was so excited he got this deal. Okay, I'm going to get him to tell you what he went through to find out that these axles are the wrong size. Howie, come here and tell our friends your story of the axles.
What friends?
On live.
Oh, those friends.
Those friends. Okay, so he went to Terrebonne, Quebec yesterday to buy axles for the race car. Now, what was so special about these axles that you needed them?
5 bolts. I want to go to 5 bolts so I have more of a variety of rims and tires and stuff like that. Because I got 4 bolts right now. But
You just look there. Just look there. So you got 4 bolts right now.
yeah, I got 4 bolts with strange C-clip eliminators. If anyone wants to buy some, I have some for sale.
Okay. Now, wait a second. We're not
So,
done.
I got there and they look fine. But as I got everything apart, I found out they're about 1 inch too long.
Okay. He's making it sound really simple.
It is simple.
No. Where is your race car?
Well, that's not quite so simple. It's jammed into a lean-to, and I had to cut a hole in the wall of the garage so I could get the tire off, and then I could crawl underneath and jack it up. And yeah, it's been fun.
It's
I had to move the post.
all
holding
this
the
to
lean-to.
find out that they were the wrong size.
But now I know, which I should have did this last weekend before I went and bought axles. But it was only $90 for the whole day. Hell, I could You could spend that at the casino and have.
I won't spend that at the casino.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's just as much fun. So
okay.
hopefully I can resell them, and I can resell my axles I have, and then I will take that money and I will put it into
whatever.
My 5-bolt conversion.
Your 5-volt
The front wheels are easy. They're
and what's this about skinny tires?
Skinny tires for the front.
Okay, now I got to tell you
So
before
10 by 15s for the back and 5 by 15s for the front.
I shouldn't ask. Okay, I got to tell you before the Food Basics is where we want to go. They close at 6. Pretty sure the post office closes at 4.
Round up your stuff in about a half hour. We'll leave.
Okay, thank you, darling.
Later, guys.
Howie.
Bye-bye.
Howie, life is never boring with you.
Hell no.
Close the curtain.
This is half the fun of building race cars is all the mistakes you make along the way.
I understand. It's kind of like quilt building.
Kind of like quilt.
Kind of like quilt building. So that's what I was going to tell you because I couldn't, you know, he went to Terrebonne, Quebec, and it was how many hours? Couple hours to Terrebonne, couple hours back. Oh, it took him 4 to get home because of weather. And then he says, oh, you know, I'm going to, gets in. I said, isn't your car in the lean-to? Yeah, it is in the lean-to, but I can get to it. And he's tearing stuff apart. All to find out the axles were the wrong size.
But now I know.
But now you know what you didn't know before.
And now I can take proper photos and sell what I need to sell. Just I did a little ass backwards, that's all.
Little bit of bass backwards. Yes, you did. So that's so right shortly, in about a half an hour or so, I have to roll a couple of Doobie Brothers for the road because I have to go to the post office and then I have to go grocery shopping. And I forgot about there's stuff coming out for your red light ticket, school taxes, and my license. So I've added that all on, but you're okay. We're okay. Hi, Bev. Lang me your lumreek. Thank you, darling. Thank you. You too, darling. I have not gotten a parcel from you other than keychains. That's all, but we're going to check the mail today. Yay! Cooking Corner. Andrew! Every day is a school day. It's good to live and learn. It's life. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me just roll Brother Doobie here. And so I don't think we're going to have a Freaky Friday today. Why? Because I got to go shopping. And then when we get home, it's going to be dinner and TV because it's Howie's New Year's Eve too, right? So I think we might just do a Freaky Friday tomorrow. Let's hope nobody's hungover, or I might come in and just, play a couple of songs and say hello. I don't know. It all depends on how Papa feels. Hang on. If someone has nicked them, I'm going to be so cross. Nicked what, honey? Never mind. I don't want to know. Don't want to know. It will be here. It will be here. Long may you run. All righty. Stephen, are you here? It is break time. Stephen always reminds me that I'm bogan, Howie, and I roll, but I never smoke. Today is Thursday. Exactly, Bonnie. Exactly. I didn't pack that tight enough. Pack that tight enough. Excuse me. All right, I have to blow my nose now. Your sister Karen's birthday today. Huh? I put all the Polish chocolate in the bag. It's going in the freezer. You want chocolate? Have something out of the cookie tin in the freezer. We got more chocolate than Cadbury's right now. Well, you just stay out of the Prince Rolls. Those are mine. Eat the ginger chocolates. Wolfleg family Joey is going to make matzo sticks today. He's looking for coating ideas, suggestions. Ooh, barbecue chips sounds good. All my friends here in Milwaukee think you're a hoot. I'm a hoot. Well, it's better. It's better than being a... Now, let me think about this. I'd rather be a hoot than be a wet blanket. Oh, what'd that straw? Yes. Make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. Hey, homesteading and high heels. How's it going? All right. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, cup of tea. Yes, thank you. So that's what's going on. This is just kind of me popping in and saying hi. And last night, there was a whole bunch of us that were going to get together with just before the full moon starts waning. And we were going to, do a big blessing thing, but the weather got really bad. And I was sick. And other people weren't feeling well. And it was almost as if, the universe was saying, you know what? You don't have to go somewhere to do this. So I lit a white candle and I put it in my little cardinal lantern holder that Sister Dora sent me. And I turned on my pink Himalayan salt lamp, which I do every night anyway. And then I put a glass of water to charge by the moon. And this morning I drank some of the water and I watered the plants with it. And so that's what I did. I said a little prayer and lit a candle that, 2021's right around the corner, right? You sound like I do during a bronchitis attack. Hey, Virginia. Be a hoot, don't pollute. No, it's give a hoot, don't pollute. That's how old I am. I'll remember that. Oh, wonderful, Lena. Yes, I'm feeling much better. What you're getting is not bronchitis. You're getting a cannabis cough. That's what that is. Happy New Year, Lori. Ed is making fresh tuna steaks. Ooh. I think I'm going to get steaks and salad for supper tonight. Yeah. So, are you in here, Hal? Oh, he's back out in the shop. Sweet leaf. I ordered tea. Glenn Ludwig from Karen. Hi, Bevan friends. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's not New Year yet. It's only 7th day. Or is it 6th day? I don't know. But it's almost 2021. And we will be able to put 2020 behind us. So, just working. Steven, December, you're supposed to be taking time off. Getting off chat, but we'll stay watching. Okay, Marley. So what's everybody's plans here today? 2021 can't get here fast enough. Well, you know what? It's just a number, folks. How 2021 is going to change things is because we are going to change it. We are not going to be sheep anymore. We're not going to blindly accept our government spending billions of dollars on a pandemic, we are just going to have to be a lot more self-reliant in 2021. And I don't just mean about gardening. Okay, this is New Year's Eve, so let's talk about this. Okay, it's okay, Terry, we're going to talk about this. I'm not going to talk about the vaccine. I'm not going to really talk about COVID. What I'm going to talk about what this past year has done to us as a continent, as a world. Okay, our debt clock in Canada is a shameful trillion. It's hit the $1 trillion mark. And even the thing is that this could very well force us into a financial depression if it hasn't already. Because of the fires last year, because of the pandemic last year, food is going to go up 20 to 30% in price. Now, you think about that, folks. So let's talk about being not just more self-reliant when it comes to gardening and animals and all that stuff, but being more self-reliant when it comes to home economics and shopping wisely and saving wisely, and always trying to have a little bit of padding in the savings account in case something else hits the fan, because it's going to take a long time to repair what the government's just went, here it is, take this money, spend, while shutting down business after business after business and funneling everybody into big box stores. Okay, it's gotten to the point, come on, they have stopped us from buying essential items for the next 2 weeks so that people won't go into the stores looking for Boxing Day after Christmas bargains. All right, this is getting way too controlled. So here's my idea of what I'm going to prepare for 2021. That's why I'm giving away seeds. And if you win the seeds and you can't grow them or you don't have enough space, please share them. Do a seed exchange. With friends and neighbors or folks in your state or whatever the case may be. Because food's going to really jack up in price. That money that the governments are throwing away. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that people weren't needed to be bailed out. That's absolutely certain. Small business and all these things needed to be bailed out. But guess what? Excuse me. Who's going to pay for it? We are. We're going to pay it in the rising cost of food, which is Soylent Green. Just kidding. We're going to pay for it in the rising cost of food and the rising cost of absolutely everything is going to go up. Everything is going to go up. And we're going to end up having to pay. Our taxes are going to go up. Our food's going to go up. I mean, everything we do is going to go up. So we have to look at life from this point on as if we're in a war zone and we need to start rationing the pantry, so to speak. Things go on. Now more than ever, when things go on sale, buy, grow, can, whatever you can, get your pantry full. Okay? When I was a kid, we ate oatmeal, plain sugar, and milk. It was hard to get. Truth will reveal itself. Questions from the people will have to be answered. Absolutely. This year for me has reinforced my perspective on personal responsibility. Absolutely. Dallas says, hi, darling. Find a neighbor that can grow like I would, then share the product with you. Or like Steven. I mean, I would kill to have Steven for a neighbor. Why? because I would just turn over any growing land possible to him and say, just give me my share. Just give me a share. You grow it. I'll supply the seeds. You grow it, you harvest it, and just give me a share for canning and freezing and dehydrating. I mean, that's what I would do. In process of rehabbing my greenhouse to its potential, gathering wild herb seed as well. Hey, Les Brooks, how's it going? Megan Clark. Oh, no, Stephen, thank you. I mean, man, you're another brother. That's all. You know, we're from this, you're in our soul family. I shit you not. Hey, Bev, you always give the best advice when I am struggling. How do I get through sexual assault and abuse? Now, I know that is a hard question, but I've been struggling with it for years. Okay, Megan, you got to be a little more clear here, sweetheart. Are you a victim of sexual assault and abuse? And is it ongoing? Everybody else, just let's just step aside for a second. I need to talk to Megan about this. Is it sexual abuse and assault? Is it verbal, physical? Are you living with it? That's what I need to hear. I need to know if this is a problem, an ongoing problem, because before I'll even go anywhere near that question. Yes, Stephen, absolutely. Hi, Pamela. Stephen has a green thumb and hands. Stephen's, I'm pretty sure, if you cut Stephen, he'll bleed green. Pretty sure he's from the family of Spock. He's part plant. Almost New Year's. Hey, No Bird Sing. How are you, darling? Rob the Matrix guy. Mrs. V. Try living in Nova Scotia. We pay the highest taxes on everyday things in all of Canada. Yeah, well, that's the everyday things, right? I just wrote a check for school taxes. I don't even have kids who go to school. Okay? Every month, the taxes and insurance on just the insurance and taxes on my vehicles and house is like $700 some a month. Sorry about that, folks. Apparently my phone dried. What was the last thing you heard me say? Hey, Terry Welsh. Love you too, birds. A green machine. I had no children and still pay for schools. Yeah, exactly. Shut the front door, Bev. No. 700 and probably, and that's not my driver's license that I just sent $87 out for. Every month, our license plates on our vehicles and our insurance on the vehicles in the house is over $740 a month. You want to talk about high taxes. You want to think before you decide you want to move to Canada, right? Yeah, it is crazy, but we get a lot for it, okay? So all these taxes and all these things are going to go up in price to pay for Justin Trudeau giving away money, just throwing it without really thinking about where it was going to come from and being real, just saying, oh, I'm going to give this bailout package and this bailout package. Well, okay, you know what? You might want to slow down and really think about this. Okay? Because where that money's coming from, I'm already doomed for old age pension. I can't get it at 65. I can't get it. I now have to wait till I'm 67. Why? Because bullshit like this, government's putting money where money really isn't, we're not sure if it's even necessary, and promising big, huge numbers. Where do you think the money's coming from? Right? Megan, it was all in my childhood and teenage years and mostly physical, emotionally, and sexually. I've been trying to get through all the trauma for years. Well, Megan, I would suggest first, because that's a really lot of stuff to deal with in a question on the internet. All right. So, first things first, let me say to you, you need to find a support group for survivors. For survivors of sexual abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. You need to find a support group for survivors. And then you need to sit in a seat and listen and do what you're told. Because guess what? It's all about, you can't heal that kind of stuff by stuffing it back down. It has to come out, because think of trauma, okay? Because that's what that is trauma. Think about, you're probably suffering post-traumatic stress disorder as well. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that when you stuff crap down and you don't let it out to the light of day, it just festers and makes your whole body, soul, spirit, emotions, everything becomes ill. So please, I'm telling you, look for a survivors group in your area and start journaling. Journal in a book that you feel safe, no one's ever going to touch. And you just pour your guts out in there, and then we'll talk, right? Yeah, well, that's just taxes and insurance and license plates. That's not truck payments, car payments, house payments. That's not what it gets taken off of Howie's paycheck every 2 weeks. He pays probably 40% of his income gets paid out in Canada Pension Plan, unemployment or employment insurance, they call it now. It's supposed to be unemployment insurance. Canada Pension, employment insurance, health benefits, and there's something else he's got to pay for, like his license and stuff every year and all that. It's probably at least 30% of his income is lost to taxes and government grabs, right? So, yes, I'm feeling much better today. Okay, Megan. And you know what? You can always email me at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com if you want to ask me questions like that in a more private setting, okay? Like I said, folks, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm nothing. I only share my experience, strength, and hope, and do my best to live in a common sense life in an insane world right now. What would happen if we all, stop paying taxes? We have to pay taxes, right? You're talking about anarchy. And anarchy, everyone thinks of anarchy and chaos as the same thing, and it's not. Anarchy is everybody being responsible for their own shit. No handouts from the government. No law except what you decide is personal unto your law. Texas is very close to being an anarchy state. But taxes are what pay for our roads to be plowed, our garbage to be picked up. Okay? Taxes are what get our kids picked up for school. You know, they keep the school buses running. They keep, you know what I mean? These things are important. But there's a point where it becomes abusive almost. And I feel abused by my government. I really do. Thank you, Chris White. Thank you. Aldo, it's not cold bed and some kind of stomach bug. Thank you. It's not cold bed. Oh, okay. Um, People in the UK complain about the cost of living, but it sounds like we have a better system over here. Well, I mean, you look at our dollar. People go, but you got to think about this now. $740 Canadian. If I was in the US, 40 times. No, I got that wrong. 700. 1.25, which is roughly the American dollar. Okay. My $741 in taxes and license plates and insurance, that would be $592 if you were in the US. Do you pay $592 for your vehicle insurance, house insurance, and your license plates every month? That's what I'm saying. So our numbers are really high, but our dollar is different from the US as well. Hey, Bella. Hi, Jeremy. I'm your Aunt Belle, am I? How's it going, sweetheart? Dinner time, Bev. Egg fried rice. Oh, I love scrambled eggs in my fried rice. Stir fry veg and tuna steaks for dinner. See you next year, Bonnie. Take care. God bless. Long may your lumreek. I forget what that means, but I know it's traditional. I only pay $1,000 a year for property taxes, and plates for cars are $125 for the year. Yeah. That's not our property taxes, by the way. That's not our property taxes. What are our property taxes now, Hal? Almost $1,000 a year for property taxes. And that gets paid with our mortgage payment every month. That comes when we pay our mortgage payment, they take an extra chunk to pay the property taxes. I just got my recycling ready for pickup. It's a wonderful symbolic move to the new year. And you know what? Howie and I are that's another reason I'm not doing Freaky Friday, because I'm going to clean up. Now I understand why I work and do what I do to help others prep my household. I mean, what you do is brilliant, Stephen. What you do is brilliant. You make use of every available square inch of dirt available to you, whether you own it or you are a caretaker for other people for it. Whatever the case may be, you don't let any square inch of soil go to waste. Why? Because it's the one thing they're not making more of is land. Right? So folks, don't sell your property. If you can hold on to it, never ever sell. We don't want land to get to the point where it's so expensive that it's no longer feasible for private ownership, because that's where it's going, right? We have a tax wheel here. What's a tax wheel? What's a wheel tax? You have taxes on your tires? So do we. When we dispose of tires, won't we have to pay $5 a tire in environmental tax, dear? Yeah, $5 a tire, environmental tax. So why did Trudeau put a carbon tax on everything? Because we are one of the best countries in the world for not polluting when it comes to, you know what I mean? Think about the amount. Okay, there is as many people in California as is in my whole country. And yet we're pretty much the same size in land. You hear about this. Trees, land, lakes, right? Why are we paying carbon tax when all the trees we have are just with the pollution? You know what I mean? Fibra has my household in shambles. It becomes too much, and then I get too overwhelmed, and I know I need to purge. Wow, that was a really good cathartic statement for you, Cooking Corner. And it's all on private property also. There you go. There you go. Hi, Skippy. Sandy Candy, I don't have much of a backyard, but we'll have to try and plant in containers. Last year didn't work out. Well, that depends. Do some more research on what you want to plant. Be realistic. If you don't have a lot of space, pick the things that are going to give you the most bounty for your small space. We have something called a view tax here in New Hampshire. What's a view tax? I mean, seriously, folks, isn't it nuts? No, a wheel tax on your car tires. We are green today, so I get to fire up my wood stove. What does that mean? I hope all the small businesses survive. I'm actually thinking, well, I'm thinking of the future. And my barn is someday going to be a store of sorts. View taxes for tourist areas. My mom pays taxes for water. Hey, Annette Saxman, how's it going, sweetheart? And Avonlea Ann, how are you, darling? So what I'm saying is, we are so burdened by taxes and insurance and all these things they make us have. Okay, yes, I'm not saying taxes aren't necessary. They are, or things wouldn't function. But it's getting stupid. It's getting really nuts. And all I can think of with all these billion-dollar, trillion-dollar bailout money deficits, all I can think about is who's going to pay for it? More taxes. Thanks, Trudeau. Anyway, hi, Living Life with Donna. How are you? And Paula in Canada. Well, I heard that there was a point they were going to want to put water meters in people's wells to tax them on how much water they use over my dead body. That'll happen. Anyway, what I want to say is I know this has been kind of negative, but now we know what may be coming. It could be skyrocketing food, gas, oil prices, all these things. Taxes could go up. Folks, do your best to become more self-sufficient, more home economic. Okay? I'm going shopping today. I'm going to take you with me. All righty? But I want you guys to think about the future is not something you have no control over. I want you to take more control of your future. Start pinching pennies, clipping coupons, dehydrating, canning, stocking up. All right. Pretty soon I'm going to have to go through my freezer and it's going to be canned up February or canned up January, right? So I just want you to know that there are a lot of things that are within our control. And that's how we manage our money, how we manage our food, and how we stay safe, right? So that's my message for the new year. Think, think, think. Before you spend, think. Before you throw something away, think if you can get something more out of it, okay? These are going to be, if you think this last year's been bad, we're going to start paying for it this year. So be careful, be thrifty, and be frugal. All right? And be filled with hope. Be filled with hope. So, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, let's take a nice deep breath and let's have a New Year's Eve prayer. Okay? Now, yes, dear, I'm going to get my long pants on. I'll be ready in 10 minutes.
I'm just jumping jumping in the shower quickly, so you got 10 extra minutes.
I got 10 extra minutes. Okay, awesome. So let's take a nice deep breath. Hey, God, it's us. I'm not beating around the bush today, God. There's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. So I'm going to ask you, God, to bless us with common sense this coming year. Bless us with new inventive ways of saving money and feeding our families. Bless us in that we can share our bounty and our love with our friends and our neighbors. God, for everybody that is sick and afraid, pour the soothing balm of your love over their hearts. For all the people who can't necessarily garden or can't necessarily get out and do a lot of shopping, God, make online shopping easier for those folks who are more shut in. Just give us ideas, God. Help us to have more common sense in the future, because in reality, common sense is what's going to win. Okay? So for all the people in our lives and not in our lives, may we link hearts and link hands and come together and breathe. It's a new year. Breathe. We got this. Breathe and shine. Let us all be more self-sufficient. Amen. Namaste. Miigwech, peace be with you. Merry meet, blessed be. Folks, the new year is at hand. Let's make it better. Let us all take personal responsibility to make 2021 a better, more common sense place where we feel more secure in the control of our lives. All right? Take care. God bless. Happy New Year. All things being equal and normal. See you guys tomorrow. Take care. God bless.